Good evening, BBIG family. I just wanted to do a quick video reminding everybody to vote in the upcoming shareholder meeting this week because perhaps this will be where we get our catalyst. So let's get into it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, guys, when you go to BBIG's investor relation page, you can find on their calendar that Vinco Ventures Inc. is hosting a virtual stockholder meeting Tuesday, July 26th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And the stockholders of record will be able to vote and ask questions online during the meeting. You need to have your control number and log in 15 minutes prior to the start of the meeting. Now, guys, if you click here on their webpage, you can actually test your browser's ability to make sure that it's compatible and has everything it needs. So I did start that process on my phone today, but it was taking too long, so I stopped it and I said, what am I doing? I'm going to be doing it on my computer anyways. So I am going to be doing that tonight to just make sure that it's working. However, you will notice that a lot of stocks are having their shareholder meeting at the same exact time, which is really inconvenient to shareholders, especially because a retail invests in a lot of the same stocks. I know for a fact that Mullen's shareholding meeting is on Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. it starts, and 10 a.m. As well. It continues into the presentation. So guys, if you're forced to make a decision, as I am, you can always watch it later on during the day and go back to it, because most of the time they do record these, or you can find them on YouTube because somebody records them. Okay, so don't get too nervous if you're not able to be present for the actual meeting, because you can usually find a way to rewatch it. If you can't find it on the company's website, which it normally is posted, then again, search YouTube and I'm sure you will find one. Now, let me just show you exactly where to find that control number and what it is that you're voting on, because if you have not already voted, you still have an opportunity, but you need to do it right away. Okay, guys, if you go to, well, I'm looking at Fidelity Investments because that's who I have. But if you go to the area that you vote on your investor relations page, and again, you normally have to do this on your website. You cannot do it from your phone. I cannot access it that way. I have to go on the actual website. However, I could probably do it by going the roundabout, not logging on to the app, but just logging on through a login on my phone. That might work. So just a heads up though, you have to do it through their actual website, log into your account, and then go find the area where you go to vote. When you go to Vinco Ventures, you'll see a list of all the stocks that you currently have to vote on. And this time of year, there should be a lot of them if you have a lot of stocks in your portfolio, because it tends to be a common time for annual meetings and time to vote. So anyways, click on Vinco Ventures and this will pop up if you do attend a meeting. So guys, you can find it. You can go on BBIG's website that morning too, and there should be a link. However, you can also do it through Fidelity or whoever you're currently invested with, as long as it's a reputable company that does this. They give you a link. I can click on the link in the morning. And in order to get into the shareholder meeting, guys, I need to go there 15 minutes prior, and I need to give them this control number. Look at my screen. It's circled in red at the top of the page. And guys, I'm telling you this because it took me like 15 minutes to find where it was today. So find the top of the page. There's a control number. It's not the CUSIP. That's something different. You're going to see like right here on under Attend Virtually, under the center of this, you'll see a CUSIP number. That is not the number, guys. The CUSIP number is the same probably for everybody, but I know in my portfolio it's at least the same for, I have BBIG in my account in 4 different accounts on Fidelity, and my CUSIP number is the same for all of them. So that is not it, but they all have a different control number because I had to vote individually for all of them. So keep that in mind if you have multiple accounts, like retirement accounts, whatever the case may be, you know, your children's college fund, whatever you have Vinco in, you need to vote individually for every account that it's in. So remember that. And then this control number is what you're going to need in order to get into the shareholder meeting if you choose to attend. Okay, guys, I want to bring two things to your attention. One I have circled here, and that is that you need to vote. Tomorrow is the last day you can vote, and that needs to be done by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that means by 8:59 p.m. if you're on Pacific Time. So if you're on the West Coast, be sure you vote before 8:59 p.m. tomorrow if you want your vote to count. Now, also, if you look at the bottom of my screen in the left-hand corner where it says proposals, which we're going to get into in a minute, but there's something very important that I just noticed. It says, for holders, as of Friday, May 27, 2022, votes can be changed until the voting deadline. So if you've already voted and you want to change your vote, guys, you can. So don't think that you're locked in. This has been a big question in the community, and I even thought the same thing. I said, how do you change your vote once you've already voted? Well, guys, you can. This right here tells me that. So please be aware that you can change your vote if you want to. You just go on to your voting and you can change it. And I did it as a test. I changed the vote, changed it back, and it allowed me to do it. So it should be very easy if anyone wants to change their vote. Okay, guys, for those of you who don't know, I just want to remind you that these are what you're voting on. The first proposal is to authorize the increase of the company's authorized shares of common stock from 250 million to 750 million shares, guys. So if you vote for that, then that means that you want them to triple the amount of authorized shares available. If you vote against it, you want it to remain the same. The second thing is to authorize the increase of the company's authorized shares of preferred stock from none to 30 million shares. So, do you want to add preferred shares, which most likely will go to management, but you need to look at the proxy for that. If you vote for, you're voting to allow 30 million more shares. If you vote against, then it stays the same. Number 3 is to approve the proposal to adjourn the special meeting to a later date, if necessary or appropriate, to permit further solicitation and vote of proxies in the event there are insufficient votes for or otherwise in connection with the approval of the foregoing proposals. And guys, most people vote yes for that because it's to adjourn the meeting essentially and allow them to continue if they need more votes to try to, postpone it to a later date. So guys, this is a decision that only you can make. There's arguments for it. There's arguments against it. As far as I am concerned, I don't think it's really fair I tell you how I vote, but this is the question I will tell you that I had to answer to myself. Has BBIG shown me what they need this enormous amount of extra shares for, guys? They want to essentially triple the float. Why? Have they shown me why? Do I think it's for a good reason? Well, unless they show me, I really don't know. So that is what I use to base my decision on. Please, I encourage each and every one of you to review the proxy materials that you can see online with your voting information. It says documents to review before you vote, and it's at the top above the proposal area. You can't see it on my screen right now because I didn't want you to see how I voted, so I only selected this area. Again, guys, you are entitled to make your own decision. I am not telling you how I voted because I don't think that my vote should influence how each and every one of you vote. Again, I'll tell you what I based my decision on, but that's that. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take care.